They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Machine you on the scene!
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sticks the combo. Can't tech the throw? Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. Great work finding the opening. Finishes with the overhead. Nicely read. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. A quick breather. Goes for the rush. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Are we gonna see a comeback here? Barely blocks the drive reversal. Zones with the fireball. Shows a medium kick. Shinku Hadouken. The super forward rush. Turns out. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Throws him. What's next? The attack is parried. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. What are they thinking here? Checks with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Good parry there, and the parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Opts for the throw. Had the radar up and running. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Player 1, hold it. Burnout activates. Player 1, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Max knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Drops hard. Player 1 leads them air to air. Oh my god, they just choked it up. This can lead to some big damage. That combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes for the jump in. Vagabond and sends them flying. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Burnout activates. Vagabond and sends them flying. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. Takes the chance, decides to go fancy on that jump in, and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Jump in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them, and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Sets up with the jump in. Clint meets the jump in with a perfect parry. Throws him. Tricky hidden variable. Torso cleaver dices him. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Shuriken bomb. Quick medium poke. Oh, they switch sides. Nothing stops this train. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Bushin Megastar Thunder. This is how the Bushin Ryu roll. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. What'll be the plan here? This is a blow heavy, but no go. Sticks out a kick. They can't get hit here. Noticeable life lead. Gotta do better than that. This is a bad situation. Are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows the medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Strings it, parries the jump in to shut it down. Nice stuff. They timed their parry to activate just as the jump in was coming and triggered the perfect parry. Trips him. Nice perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Taking stock. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Projectile to try and change the situation. The throw misses. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 holding on to that KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in is denied. Got their eye on the air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Flushes that off and keeps going. Plus the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without her. Nice counter. Sprint in. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Gotta do better than that. In there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Decides to buff up while they can. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? All right. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Cross up block. Track that jump nicely. Trips him up. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light burnout activates. In there. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Box him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Shows the medium kick, barely blocks the jump in. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Crowns him from above. Going in, calls out their shot and responds with authority. What's next? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. Breaks it! But there's a burnout. Excellent damage on that. Low heavy. Keeps him out. Goes out of sight. Ooh, what a smart blow. Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 still has a chance. What a lead with that anti-air. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Pokes with a medium kick. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Combo, burnout activates. Whiffs the throw. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Jumps. Slow escape. Barely blocks the jump in. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh, the throw connects. Super clutch corner spin. There's a burn KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? Going in. Checks with a medium kick. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? This may turn into a big chance. Plenty of health. Ooh, what a smart blow. Amazing. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Sticks out a kick. All in with a rush. Oh, here we go. Links it. Escapes the super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Oh, we're not done here. A jump. Reversal. They think it's time to bust this out. They are done. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Solid combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Now they saw a path and they took it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Steps back to start things off. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Denies the low heavy. Uses the target combo as a filler. Tries him open with a Shoryuken. Player, the opponent thought they had the high hand with that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Scrapping it out up close. Oh, the throw connects. What'll happen? Goes out of sight. Unfazed by the switching, but turns out. Once this Chiku Hadoken chops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Can they further capitalize on that? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Slides and goes. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Pokes with a medium kick. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. What'll happen here? Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters, they're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit.
There we go.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 made all the right moves in that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's the play here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Had the radar up and running. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough KO! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get to place it. Holds out with the block. Throws him. What's next? Gets out of there with the backdash. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sets up the trap. They're backed up into the corner. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Genius read. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. A quick breather. Shows a medium kick. All in with a rush. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close throws it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? That last round was all about close quarters combat. They really took it to each other. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter. Oh, the throw connects. What'll happen here? Tricky hidden variable. Links it. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Solar plexus strike. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Drive rush. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Leading all in with the rush. Player 2 burns one up finish. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in, grabs and throws him away. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. No good up high. Throws air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Grabs them. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Heading into the... brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Comes crashing down on them with the Bushin beat. Blocks it. Finishes with the overhead. Nicely read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sprint in. Player 1 did a great job of leading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep their momentum? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive reset. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps up. Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand of that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. Timing their parry just as the attack was coming, triggered a perfect parry. Now they have a chance to go on the offensive. A jump? Barely blocks the jump, burns out. Looking for a chance. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. A jump in? Connects with the throw. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. They're going for the super art? There's the burnout. Oh, what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Protect your neck! Ooh, what a smart blow! Pumps the brakes on the impact. Sprints in. Player 1 has the super gate. Oh, the throw connects. Both sides. Tricky hidden variable. Carries them, knocks them out of the air. Nothing stops this train. Player gut punch shreds them. What's next? Joe drops him hard. Goes out of sight. Next super art to show him what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Wait, what? Was he actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
Kimberly wins.
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Throws him. What's next? Reacts to the throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. What are they thinking here? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Caught in the crossup. checks with a medium kick. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Pokes with a medium kick. Dashes forward. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand of that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one ends the meter, hoping for a good return. No, are they actually dead? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Well, saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Pressuring them in the corner. Parries the attack, and the parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Knockdown. Will this super art connect? Still slugging it out here. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Shocks them with the projectile. Life lead opens up. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Uses the target combo as a filler. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player two has smart play to stop the opponent. Going in, fires off the Shinju Hagapay. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Now, can they finish the job? Player two must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. How will this impact things? Player one has the meter lead. Will that super be the turning point? Denies the low head. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Going in? Player one will look to apply pressure here. Ah, burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player one is dominating this match. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Tricky hidden variable. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Barrel. Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player escapes with the reversal. Okay, here we go. Ooh, you never know what can all the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Listen! More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu bring an empty and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player drive rush. Here comes the corner. Drops the front. He closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Smart play with the throw. Jumps up. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Ah, burnout activates. He's well aware of the life in meters. Really good decision making. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How's this round going to develop? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two turned this right around with that super. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player one has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. They're backed up into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Jumps? Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Drops them from the air. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A daring impact to wrap up the round! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They trade hits. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Jumps up. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Meets them in air. Plenty of help. Knocks them out of the air. The drive impact doesn't work. Turning it right up with a super. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
They're in range. We can use their drive gauge. Jumps. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Okay. Protect your neck. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Overhead. Gotta do better than that. They are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes out of sight. Barely blocks the jump in. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Goes for the drive rush there. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Takes a trip. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player one brushes that off and keeps going. Tries to pick them out with the arc step. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably experiencing burnout. Player picks a good spot to use the super. I'm crashing down on them with the Bushin beat. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Looking for a hole. What'll happen? This can lead to some big damage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to flatline them? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Sets a shuriken bomb to protect your neck. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ninja Star Cypher. Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. There's a burnout. Jump. Reads the jump in perfectly. Players all in with a rush. Both sides getting ready. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Medium kick. Real test of nerves here. Hope breaks it. Player two is gonna turn out. This is no hesitation. devastation or regret! Hit them with that ASFW! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Vagabond! Oh my, the throw tech! The low's blocked! From low heavy to... Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Nails the anti-air. All right, what's coming up next? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tons of drive and health to work with. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Grabs them, opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Does a good job of pushing back. The timing was on point with that pair. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Super clutch corners. Hits up the counter. Deflects it. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Overhead attack. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wall splat into the guard frame. Player 1 catches out the cage right there. Still alive. Still alive. Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? What a finish. Player 1 was an absolute